Icy Mike has just released a video out about southpaws. In fact, he's been releasing a few videos out lately about southpaws. Most likely because he has a southpaw at his gym. And he's been talking all these videos of how to shut down southpaws and this and that, and how we're miscreants of the night or something, I don't know. And the reason I'm doing today's video is I used to be a southpaw. My first actual karate style stance actually was southpaw before I went to a little bit more orthodox to practice a little bit more boxing stuff, and also to help my back, because I heard that just using one side can cause injuries. And also I wanted to get a use out of this because years ago that arm right there got broke, and also I got shoulder problems on that side. So when I used to be in the southpaw stance, be right here pretty much, and I threw my jab, then I threw my cross. I never threw it like this. Plus I was a lot more wider stance. This one, I'm a little bit more to the side. I'm still somewhat, but I'm more where it's more straight this way. Boom, 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 boom. So a lot of on this side. A lot of times when I threw I had to do kind of similar. Everybody seen that recent video of Mike Tyson? Do like boom. He came like right here like this. Like, oh, your body's not behind it. Well, I don't want to be right in front of right here. And I actually got a pretty hard hit with this. From here to here. And because I had nothing there to hold it in place, I had to do it like that. So later, I switched over to right here. Boom, boom. And got into that. But yeah. When I stood south, like I said, I used to stand a little bit more squarish. And I stood kind of right dead middle. I wanted to be able to slip either side and move. And practicing southpaw is kind of no different in some ways than being orthodox. In a lot of ways it also is different. But it's like, okay, you start with your left hand or you start with your right hand. Besides, like, you know, rules of boxing and whatnot about the different stuff you can do and don't, maybe possibly kickboxing, it really don't matter, in my opinion. Okay, so I'm going to be talking about some stuff I believe southpaws can do, should use. This is going to be ideas of mine that I want to see work and believe can work. I'm going to try to make work one day. Okay. I'm trying to start a series on this. I forget the actual name. I can't even forward. I'll figure it out later. Maybe it is ideas. I think it's a different word though. So, right there in the middle like this, more like this though, where I can slip, move. And by the way, if you decide for whatever reason to practice southpaw from orthodox, or you're southpaw and you want to practice orthodox, you got to get down where you can do pretty much the same amount of things, even a different version on both sides. If I had the ability, boom, 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 doing that, orthodox, I should be able to, same thing this way, whether it be coming in with it, or whatever, okay? And Icy Mike was talking about for people that are pretty much kind of just standing there. You're kind of just standing there, you're just working on your stuff. And back in the day, I didn't know about liver shots, putting the liver forward, but I'm going to talk about something that I actually done. I was able to pull off. I landed this in sparring, light sparring match, but I still landed it. And yes, people can fake you out with this, okay? So if I'm in this stance, right hand forward, left hand over here, there, in the regular stance, left hand is here, right hand is here. This is how they're facing me. That's how I'm facing them. Icy Mike was talking about this thing of them trying to be over here and him trying to get somewhere or something, I think. And I have never once in my life thought, okay, maybe because of the karate background, I don't know. If I'm in the southpaw stance, okay, I want to be right here, you know. why would I want to be right here? I don't even care if I'm facing a little bit this way and still trying to go. Nothing is completely focusing. I have to completely turn for this or that to hit, or if I'm right here. If I'm in a more square stance and I gotta make a turn, that is stupid. Alright? The only turn should be the extension of my body from here to there. That's it. That's the only bit of turn there should be. Or turning this way, or whatever. Okay? Right here, natural stance. I'm naturally right-handed. Okay? I can roll, boom. Alright? I can roll, come up, get back in the jab, and boom, boom, step off, come in. Okay. The thing I'm talking about, I landed. Right here, okay? Threats on this side. Yes, I know the liver, all that great, yeah, I get it. My biggest concern is not this side. Threats right here. I'm in a position, jab, retract. I see it, boom. You slip off, boom. Hit with that. Now, that's not the one I landed. I wanted to show you real quick that I like that one. Actually, when I landed, okay, it was in a space. Now, you have to look for telegraphs. You have to look for stuff people are doing. Maybe with their backhand right here, and they got a really antsy foot. Okay, maybe they got something on this side. All right, maybe they won't get that hand out first. Okay, it's very rarely people throw fakes and feints that I've seen with their rear. It's usually the front that distracts you with something right here, so you can bring this right here. Okay. So once again, they threw their cross, and because they're in a southpaw stance, that's our orthodox stance, and theirs is the cross, and mine's reverse punch. Theirs has to turn all the way from back here. It has to turn. All this has to move where I'm already whoop, right there at it. Basically what I'm saying is I stopped somebody's punch with my punch. I wasn't trying to do full force. I just know this right here is coming towards me and I stopped it. And if you notice, when I extend my arm forward, going this way, like that, maybe it's just that old karate style. My head goes back. I don't be bringing my head forward, it goes back. I'm not, boom, like that. No. This part's going, that part's moving, boom, okay? I don't have to hit this hard. I can just stop it right there, boom, come in with that, boom, follow up. That's just an example idea. But yes, okay? Another benefit, you can hit them a lot more harder with this side. You can put a lot more harder jab into it. You can hit them a lot more harder. Okay? So, I don't think, whatever that he was talking about, being way over here, no. You should be dead right in the middle. You should be building the move. Ability to move. Slip. Another good thing about this, that's not allowed in boxing, back fist or hammer fist. Right there. Slip instead of going right here, you have this lead weapon pretty much to hit whatever. To hit, to frame, to get into place. Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that's what I liked about that stance. I could shut down their lead weapon quicker because I already had my lead weapon in the front. And the fact, when I'm looking at somebody, I look at everything. I look at everything just by looking at just, I'm not focused on dead center of mass, that's it. I can see that, I can see this. I see this right here move. I can even move back a little bit. Stop it, he decides to come in, boom, right there. So yeah, that's my take on southpaws and the stance I used to use and why I used it.